instructor Ray, who has been guiding and being the mentor for us throughout the SDCA Bhubaneswar. He is also one of our central advisory board members for our global conference SmartX. With all the gratitude now, I would like to call Professor S.S. Ray for sharing his insightful message with us and spark the kickstart of this event.
Very good evening, all of you. Very distinguished guests. I can see Professor Charanjit Singh Saha. Those of you who don't know him, I tell, my friends tell, many of us tell, that he is the airport Badshah of Hindustan. Ladies and gentlemen, all the new airports, you are taking your dreams along with you, are mostly designed by him. Sir, welcome to Odisha and welcome to Bhubaneswar. I am so happy we have with us Himanshu Khatuaji. I think he maintains a very low profile. He is the best filmmaker Odisha has produced. He is the director of Satyajit Ray Film Institute. He is also CEO of Kalinga TV. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have not seen, please see one of his film. Charanjit Singh sir, English subtitle hai usme, by the name of Kranti Dhara. You will find it the most powerful regional cinema of the country. It's very powerful on the Pati Panchayat theme, and if we are talking about design for change, he is the person who makes change to the society. Sir, welcome you, sir. I have a lot of good friends. I used to name Rabi Mahanti, Kajri, Sangram, Raj, Bankim, Nandi, Deepak, and so on, and I can go on numbers. So the topic, I am to put the topic to you, is design for change. Look at me. I had a full tenure of teaching in CET now Outer University. I'm playing my extra innings of teaching in KIT University. I'm on my extra innings. When you want to talk about change at my age, who has spent his life in teaching, he will definitely think how design can bring fulfillment, how can design can bring a good life to younger people. So my presentation, 10-15 minutes they have allotted. You'll have to bear. We'll talk, we'll address about the issues of young people with whom I have lived together. And although I look old, the youth of my heart, I owe to them. Friends, I am so happy you are here in such a large number. This shows your love and passion for design. And if we are all together, we are communicating with each other, is our love for design that has brought us such a close proximity team. I congratulate each one of you. So when I thought I'll speak something, I just put my aspirations, 4-5 points aspirations. First aspiration is, can Bhubaneswar be the Barcelona of East? Can it be a design capital? Can we advance the landscape of design? This workshop should be focused on this in Bhubaneswar. Can design be a vehicle of transformation for the society? Because we are all working for the society. Can this workshop build a roadmap, a design development map, at least for India, if not the world? So basically, we are here to bring strategic measures to broaden the scope and objectives of design education. Through that, these 4-5 points can be achieved. I ask you a question. You don't have to answer, I will answer. Suppose you have a horse, you are all rich guys, and you want to increase the speed of your horse. Everyone wants to grow faster, rapid, and things like that. That's the order. What you would do? Probably you will have better trainers work onto the nutrition of the horse. That is one thing. Probably you will think otherwise. You will buy an electrical vehicle, put horse for your joy riding, and which is sustainable, which is economical, and which is energy efficient, everything. So this decision, in short, is called disruptive change, in my simple understanding. So can we bring disruptive change to our society, and how we do? I just got into some statistics. 2023, the statistics is by DPIIT. It's not my own created figures, Department of Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade. DPIIT says that recognizes or registers 1.25 lakh, 1,25,000 startup companies in India, 2023. Out of that, majority of them come from class 2 cities and tier 2 cities and tier 3 cities. So, can design education advance this startup? Can design education, can design profession bring more values to startup ecosystem in the country, in our state? So India's startup ecosystem is soaring high. It has definitely unprecedented growth. I understand this also I have found out. $8.4 billion was startup funding in 2023. And this startup funding mostly went to 4 areas, which are the growing, more emerging: deep tech, space tech, artificial intelligence, as you know, and EV. So these are the areas which is rising in funding. Friends, as we know, design is not a product. Most of us are architects. Architecture is not a product. It's a process. And process always has a culture. And what is the today's need of a process, today's culture? You need diversity, you need equity, you need inclusiveness. I'm just putting my thoughts together because I'm allotted only 10 minutes time, so bear with me. I'll be off and on, okay? And if we have a divergent culture like India, please understand how much these 3 things have to be coined: diversity, equity, and inclusiveness for a good startup ecosystem. Friends, we are all, wherever you go, I go to UGC, Delhi, and so many places, everybody is talking about Viksit Bharat. 2047 will be a developed nation. This is the dream of our Honorable Prime Minister. Let's talk about what we are doing. We are growing at 6 to 7%. We are way behind China. We are way behind USA. And if you want to be a developed nation, so it is not how much trillions, it is your per capita income that makes you develop. We might feel very good that we are 3 trillion, 5 trillion and figures. But please understand, our per capita income is $2,400. Very, 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 very poor. China, $12,700. USA, $76,400. Qatar, which is highest, is $88,000. So if you want to be Viksit Bharat by 2047 with 6 to 7% rate of growth, I think it is just not, no math works. I tried my math. I'll tell about my math, how it could work. So if you judge the other things through Human Development Index, HDI. HDI, for the younger people who don't know, because we architects normally get into design and things. So it's a 0 to 1 scale. India stands at 0.633, and development nation, if you're a development nation, you have to be 0.8 plus. So how we become a developed nation, how we become 0.8? By access to education, access to healthcare, and literacy rate, you have to increase the literacy. So that shows, if we need to be a Viksit India, we have to do profound rewiring of ourselves, profound rewiring of our system. We are growing at 6 to 7%. And suppose from today and our journey to 2047, we want to add power of USA, and you have to cross China in between, leave China in road, आगे बढ़ेंगे भाग दौड़ में. So we have to grow at 13%, and with a condition, we see that China and USA grow maximum at a rate of 5%. So which I find is, I don't say नामुमकिन है, मुमकिन है, but aspirational है, but challenge तो है. So let us see how we can deal with challenges. For that challenge, how we can increase our economy. So younger people are the future. Charanjit Sai, S.S. Rai cannot anymore add to economy. Ravi Mahanti, they have added enough. The younger people sitting here can, so the jobs has to be created, and that jobs can come out of potential design education, design process, design thinking, and design engineering. So we have to rethink how our education system works. I will give an example. I just thought about it. We give BA in history, and please don't take it otherwise. A boy with a BA in history hardly has a job in the market. So he is a liability on our economy, or gets some typing, something, MS Word, etc. But just think, a BA in history can talk about digital history, and he can be a good archive manager. So just our course content, we put digital history and archive management. We talk about public history and heritage tourism. It is all linked with history. We talk about entrepreneurship in tourism. We talk about archaeological techniques, preservation, field work. Same people, same boys can earn a lot of money. So they will be very good earning members to the country. So we need to revise our, because I belong to education, I work in a university, so I'm tempted to talk about little educational things. You see, Kajri Misra is here, we are into higher education system, HES, higher education system. Currently, India has 4.3 crore people in higher education industry. Garbage in, garbage out, or whatever, good in, good out, whatever we do. 4.3 crore people we are dealing, which is likely to grow to 8 crores in few years. Look at 8 crore young people into higher education system. Little mistake here, country is finished. Little thinking into there is a tremendous growth opportunity. So institutes need to have institutional development plans. The offices, organizations, designers like you have to have a designer or dream design development plan, how the state has to grow, how the city has to grow, and how the country has to grow. How it can grow, we need to be very relevant. You cannot be obsolete and have a lot of money out of it. We need to develop exceptional capacity. Otherwise, we don't grow. We don't come beat China and come to US terms. We need to build, identify our own unique areas of improvement. What are the areas we can improve upon? You see, and all this will take you to a word by the name of innovation. Let's talk about Global Innovation Index, GII. Not very pleasant. We might say we are best in innovation and so on and so forth, but we rank 40th in the world in terms of innovation, and Sweden is number 1. A small country like Singapore has entered the top 5. So that is our situations. So what we need to do, these are the dreams, these are the aspirations, these are the difficulties, these are the roadblocks. So we have to assess our innovation ecosystem thoroughly. We have to revisit them. We need to focus on our local challenges and have global market through our local produce. Few days back, I was in Kandamal. Our promoter, Achyut Samant, contacts from there. So I traveled in a Lakshmi bus paying 5 rupees. I'm not talking an electoral campaign here, but in 5 rupees, one woman can take a bucket of haldi, produces, go to the district headquarters, sell 5 rupees extra a kg. So we have to have our local produce, which can be sold worldwide. We are growing in service industry, but service industry is not growing much. Manufacturing industry is growing, and there are 2-3 areas which are growing more is emerging areas, you can say, artificial intelligence and semiconductors. Day before yesterday, we had a group of people, they were in KIT University signing MOU with us. They are coming with heavy investments in Odisha in semiconductor. Please trust me, Odisha is going to be a semiconductor hub if my understanding goes wrong. So I am not here to put all the problems onto here in front of you. I just want to, in a very short, I'm 8 minutes, 2 minutes are still there allotted to me. Now let me conclude what we need to do now to achieve Viksit Bharat, okay, at our own. How we can welcome a disruptive transition. I think we must convert knowledge to opportunity, which Professor Charanjit Saha is doing, and he has done so much of work, such a huge city he is building in South Asia. We have to integrate technology. You see, when Ravi Mahanti and me were trying to do practice, we were left with concrete brick masonry. We can't span more. 12 feet, 16 feet हो गया तो बीच में एक beam डालो. So that situation was there. So but now technology, you can makes you miniaturize. When my father was a teacher, we had a transistor radio this big as this. It doesn't work. If you give a kick, it will sound Akashvani Katak. So now in a small mobile you can get everything. The technology can make you dematerialized. You can be very light and very effective, and it makes you very flexible. These are the advent of technology. So what we need to do is prepare a strategic document. Don't think as an individual architecture practitioner, you don't have to prepare a development plan for your own organization. Maybe you have 5 people, 10 people. Make a strategic document. It will work. And make a roadmap for growth and improvement. Make a set period. Within this, I will reach here so that I can retire happily or whatever. And please understand, if you want to be a leader, try to be a reader. The best leaders are best readers. Trust me, Bill Gates, Mukesh Ambani, Aziz Premji, Ratan Tata, they are all voracious readers. They read like anything. Thanks to Namrata and Vishnu, they have taken the load of Vastukar. I have started reading 7-8 hours and it is helping me out. At least I understand me better. Next point is, don't allow you to corrode. That is what we do. We become complacent, we corrode ourselves. I spoke about Ratan Tata. The best quote of Ratan Tata I like, nothing corrodes steel other than its own rust. Let it not happen to us. Let it not happen to design industry. That's the worst thing that can happen. I just want to give for young boys here, young girls, please remember, poet is not important, poetry is important. इसको थोड़ा समझिए. Don't have your own style. You understand the need of the project, its necessities. Be contextual. Poetry is important, it's thought. Because people will read not a good poet's poem, they will read a good poem. Be relevant and have a robust connection with various stakeholders. अलग होके आज का दुनिया में अकेला एक कोने में अच्छा डिजाइनर है, अच्छा मूर्ति बनाता है, वो चलेगा नहीं. You have to be connected to the outer world. वो जमाना चला गया, you are a solitary man. Mahanti sir, very beautiful design. You cannot be in a silo and isolation and grow. We are all working in silos. You see, we must understand the broader aspect of design. सारे लोग हम इतना अच्छा कोर्स है, आर्किटेक्चर जैसा अच्छा कोर्स कुछ नहीं है. You are taught heritage, you are taught history, you are taught climatology, law, everything, design, integration, math, air conditioning services, etc. And all of us wants to design and build a house. I think that's not very fair. We should dwell upon the broader. You can be fantastic furniture designers. You can be fantastic. You see, on our own streets, Sangram on his own street is doing such beautiful street furnitures. Can he not mass manufacture and put it DPI and have the world at his disposal? आपका कदम में दुनिया चले. And we must serve as a crucible of knowledge, research and innovation. पहले क्या होता था, मैं जब पढ़ाई करता था स्कूल में, so there were rich boys, contractors and all, So they used to be moneyed. My father was a teacher who used to be poor. Lakshmi and Saraswati never stayed together. Now, you will grow only if Lakshmi and Saraswati, they stay together. Because knowledge industry needs resources more than any other industry. So, please see that we are all able to fund our needs and aspirations. This is one thing I will tell, many of you won't like. Good imitation is better than original. Don't be original at the cost of quality. One boy in KT University wrote his PhD thesis. We sent that thesis to the external expert. So he reported, your thesis is both good and original. The person which is good is not original. The person which is original is no good. So better have a little imitations. And all of us have our strength and weakness. It's not possible to have a person who doesn't have weakness. ये बहुत जरूरी है. But don't dwell upon it, ignore it. वो weakness है, मेरा साथ है, मुझे अच्छा लगता है. Let it be there. work on your strength and build your life. You will grow stronger and stronger. खुद को करो बुलंद इतना, खुद को करो बुलंद इतना, तो तकदीर से पहले खुदा बंदे से पूछे, बोल तेरे रजा क्या है. Make yourself, work on your strength, make yourself very, very strong, and we all need to be so short, be very environmentally conscious and contribute to SDG, Sustainable Development Goal. You are worried I am taking more time, I feel. May you all grow successful. You are all, many of you, but still, may you design your future well. Don't design for others, design your future. May you add wings to your dreams. Sarve bhavantu sukhino, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschit dukha bhag bhavet. Thank you for this opportunity to speak to you.